Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. He's at the 40, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
Touchdown, Falcons! Melvin Gordon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Come on.
From the 44, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, this is Geis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Haskins, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Second down, Haskins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check, butt sit. Check, butt sit. I got 2. Man.
On second down and 4. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, Geis trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Ryan. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Good job. 56.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Third and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 3 down, 3 down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Crunch time, defense.
Now Haskins on first down. He gets it in the hands of Geis.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just like that. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hey.
Here's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 9, Haskins and Braith, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Check.
Tight.
6-6.
Haskins on third down. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Watch a slat. Watch a slat. Watch a slat. Smooth. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From the 36, Ryan. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Geis. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Man out. 90 seconds.
From the gun on third down. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get real.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Falcons. Melvin Gordon on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. It's caught here by Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Washington Redskins first down. First and 10.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Set. Hey, Lobo. Here we go, D.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
.47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, a 22. Oh, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Redskins' 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On first down, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Has it shown him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong position.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Ryan. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Haskins will throw. Complete. He finds Braid. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On the ground, Geis, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
55, Redskins 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. There goes Melvin Gordon, the 30, 20, 10, and he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 69 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Muhammad. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, well, not much more to say except it was a sheer disaster from beginning to end as they do indeed finish 0-16. And you have to imagine that there will be some big time